In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a Google form on a mobile device. This will work both on Android and iOS devices. So the first thing you want to do is you want to open up any web browser. Open up Google if you're on an Android, and open up Safari if you're on an iOS device. Anyways, from here, go to the search bar and look up Google Forms. Then go to workspace.google.com, which should be towards the first option. Then go ahead and press on sign in just like so. It is then going to go ahead and take you straight to the action. So you can go ahead and begin creating your form just like so. So I'm going to walk you through all the most essential tools that you will need in order to actually make your Google form. So what you want to do is first and foremost, go to the top menu and select on settings just like so. Now, here's where things get really important. You guys could actually determine whether you want this to be a quiz or not. So that basically means assigning point value, setting answers, and automatically providing feedback. That is 100% up to you. You can go ahead and turn that on. And then you guys can go ahead and select on whether you want to release the grades immediately after submission or later on after manual review. You guys can also adjust these settings over here, such as missed questions, correct answers, and point values. Make sure to set the default question point value. This is basically the value that the person is going to get if they don't answer the quiz. So that is definitely really important. And over here where it says responses, you can go ahead and manage how responses are collected and protected. So you can determine whether you want to collect email address and stuff like that. And you guys could also determine whether you want to limit to one response, which is incredibly important. And over here where it says presentation, you can go ahead and select on show progress bar, shuffle question order. All of this is 100% up to you. And if you're making a quiz for like a classroom or something like that, I highly suggest turning on show progress bar. And then you guys could edit the confirmation message, show link to submit another response, view results summary. Again, this is 100% up to you. And then where it says form defaults, you can go ahead and press on that. And then you can determine whether you want to collect email addresses by default. So automatically it is going to be set to do not connect, but you guys could select on verified or responder input. Then where it says questions default, you can go ahead and select on make questions required by default. So again, to make your quiz easier, that is something that you can go ahead and turn on. Anyways, what you want to do here is you want to select on questions, and from here, you can give your form a name or a description. So again, you don't necessarily have to make it into a quiz, but that is something that you can do as well. And over here where it says untitled question, you can go ahead and type in the title. A question like this, for example, you guys can also add a image as well if you want to add a image along with the question. And then from here, determine whether you want a short answer, a paragraph, multiple choice, checkboxes, drop down, or a file upload. So this is 100% up to you. And what I like about Google Forms is that they actually give you a lot of great options, which I'm very surprised about. And then from here, go ahead and add your options. So our question is, who is the biggest YouTuber? Obviously, the biggest YouTuber is Mr. Beast. So let's go ahead and add another option over here, like Mark Rober, for example. And then one more. Let's go crazy and put how to now, even though that is definitely not the right answer. But anyways, you can go ahead and set it whether you want it to be required. And then if you're making it into a quiz, then you need to set a correct answer and a point value if the person get it right. So go ahead and select on this checkered board icon with a check mark. So go ahead and press that. Then you can go ahead and select the correct answer. Obviously, the correct answer is Mr. Beast. Then you guys can set the points to however much you want. So let's go ahead and award 1 point for this. Then go ahead and press undone just like so. Afterwards, what you can do is you can press on this plus button on the bottom menu over here in order to make a new question. And then from there, you're able to make as many questions as possible. And again, you're able to customize basically every single part of your form. You guys could, of course, include videos if you want to. You can include text, etc. But anyways, once you're done with that, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and press on this like paper plane icon over here. Then you guys are able to go ahead and publish your form. So you can determine whether you want anyone with the link to have access to the form, or you guys can share it with specific people. But anyways, once you're done with your form, go ahead and press on publish, then go ahead and press on got it. And then over here, you are able to access the link to your quiz. So long press on it, then you can go ahead and press on copy. Then you can send it to whoever you need, share it with your class, etc. It really is up to you. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next tutorial.